Hi, in this video we will talk about strings in Python, and we can see how we can perform operations on strings, and also I'll talk about how we can run programs on strings. So we have many programs that are based on strings, but in this video I will talk about 9 to 10 programs which are based on strings. So like we have strings to check if a string is palindrome or not. Then if we have to reverse all the words in the given strings, then if we have to print all the even length words, then we can use this. Now before starting the video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell notification icon to never miss out on our videos. Now let's see the strings in Python, operations that we can perform on strings. Then strings are immutable, means we cannot change the values once declared as a string, but we can perform slicing operations on it, or we can access the elements or the characters from a string in the following way. So here in the first line of code I have defined a string named s, which has value Omkar in it. Now if you print, or when we slice it from 1 to 4, so we will get the characters from 1 to 3, as 4 is excluded. So this will have indexes from 0 to the length of the string, length minus 1 of the string. So here nka will be printed. As you can see, nka is printed. So now if you want the third character from the string, so we can use this function, which is s, and in square brackets the index position of the character which we want. So we have a. Then if we split it, we can also split our string. So suppose I had spaces in between. So now see, I have spaces in between, and as you can see over here, the third indices has a space, so nothing is printed because it is a space, and space is also considered as a character. Now when we split with space, now this code will do is this will split our string, and this will return a list with each and every character which has a space in between. Now see, we have a space in each and every character, so we have all the characters separated. So suppose I had only space between space before and after k, then what will be printed? So as you can see, only on, k and ar are printed. So this will split by a space in between. Now let's see how we can access each and every character in a string. So for this we will use a for loop. So for I in range, and when we give the length of s, so the length of s is 5, so this will run from 0 to 4, 5 is excluded. So this will print each time the character. So s of 0, s of 1, s of 2, s of 3, and s of 4. So we have onkar, okay, we have the spaces in between, so the spaces is also printed. Now the first program which we would talk about is palindrome, or program to check if the string is palindrome or not. So for that, so I will tell you what is palindrome. So if you read the letter or the string from front and from back, it's the same. So if we write as ma'am, so this string is a palindrome, or madam, this string is also a palindrome. So let's write a code for this. So we will have a function named is palindrome, and we will return if s is equal to s and 2 colons minus 1. This will reverse the string, and this is the original string we have. So if these two strings are equal, then return true, otherwise return false. So we have this input, s is equal to input, then in answer we will have true or false, and we have this is palindrome, and we have passed in an argument s. which is the input. Now if the answer, so if answer is true, then S will be printed, else no. Now let's run it and let's pass in MAM. So no, because we have this M capital and the other M small. So for a palindrome, you should have each and every case in lowercase or in uppercase. So now I have in all in lowercase, so I have yes, MAM is a palindrome. Now let's do other program. So the next program is reverse words in the given string in Python. So suppose we have this string which says geeks quiz practice code, and we want to reverse all the words. Like if you want code practice quiz geeks, then we will have this function which says reverse sentence, and we have the sentence passed in as argument. And now first we will split the strings into words. So we will split the string into words by spaces. So as this encounters a space, the word will be splitted, and this words will be a list. Then we will reverse the split string list and join using space. Now we will join the reversed words. So this reversed words will have the strings in reverse order, and we will join those with space in between. So this reversed is just a hypothetical, or just we have a function which does not occupy any space, but it will reverse our string or a list, and that we can join with the help of dot join method, and we will join with a space in between all the elements, and then just return reverse sentence and print the reverse sentence and put in the input. So we will have our reverse words of the given string, which is geeks quiz practice code. We will have the output as code practice quick geeks. Now as you can see, code practice quick geeks, and this is the list. Words is the list which we have when we split the sentence by spaces. Now the next program is to print even length words in a string. So only those words which are of even length will be printed. So let's see how we can perform the function or this program. So we have a function defined which says print words and s as an argument. Then s is equal to s dot split. So we'll split all the words or all the words which we have in the string. So we have here three words, I am Muskan. So I am and Muskan will be splitted, and it will be stored in the list named s. Now we will iterate the words of string. So s is a list, so we can iterate through each and every word or each and every element of the list. So for word in s, if the length of that word in the list or that sentence is divisible by 2, then print that word, otherwise don't print that word. So we just call the function print words and pass the string as s. So only am and Muskan, as am is of length 2 and Muskan is of length 6, these two are printed, and I is not printed because it is of length 1. Now let's look into our next program, which says remove ith character from string in Python. So first of all, let's initialize the string. So test string is equal to geeks for geeks. So we have this first function or our string which says geeks for geeks. Then let's print the original string. So print the original string is we have over here. We can also write comma over here instead of plus. Yeah, it's okay because this is also string and this is also a string, so we can concatenate both, but let's use comma. Now removing character at position 3. So the character at position 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3, the k. So we have to remove this k from the r string, which is test str. Now let's say we have a new list, new str with a blank. Now let's run a for loop. So for I in range length, okay, at position 3. So position 3 means the index position 2, means we have to remove this e. 0 1 2 means third position is E. Now if I not equal to 2, then print this. So perform this only for 0 1 and not for 2, and for each and every length of the string. So for I in range 0 to till the length of the string. So if I is not equal to 2, perform this, and when I will be 2, then it will not perform this, and this will come out of loop, and then this will continue for 3 4 until the end of the string. So here we have new str, and we just add on or concatenate each and every element of string to the new string which we have declared over here. So we have the new string after the removal of ith character as new str. Now let's see, we have E deleted from our test str. So as you can see, the E is deleted. Now let's see our next program, which is to check a substring is present in a given string. So for that we will send a substring and string as arguments in our function. So we have def check string and substring. If string dot find substring is equal to -1. So if the string dot find, so this dot find method, this will return 0 if the string is present, if the substring is present in the string, and this will return -1 if the substring is not present in the string. So I will just remove this comments, or let's find if this works or not. So yes, it gives yes, as geek is present in geeks for geeks. Now let's remove this comments, and let's see. Now see, this was present, so dot find function returned 0. So I have printed the value which this string dot find substring returns. So it returns 0, and suppose I give some other value which is geek adds. Now this will return -1 because string dot find method returns -1 if the substring is not present in the string. Now let's look at the next program, which says words frequency in string shorthands. So first of all, let's initialize string, which is string str equals gfg is best dot geeks are good and geeks like gfg. We have this a string, and we will have the frequency of each and every word, and in a dictionary we can say. So we will have each and every word, each and every unique word as the keys, and values as their frequency occurred in our test string. So printing original string, so we print this original string. Now to find the words frequency in string shorthand, so shorthand means if you want it in dictionaries, so we will use comprehension plus count plus split. So how we can do that is, so the keys will be test str dot count key. So for keys in this count in test str dot split, so we will split all this by spaces, and then we will count each and every key and assign to the key value or to the key of this res dictionary. So this res is our dictionary. So the key will be each and every unique word in this test str, and by count we will count the number of occurrences of this key into our test str or of our string. Then the words frequency we will have in a dictionary format. So as you can see, we have gfg twice, is once, best 1 and dot 1, then geeks 2, are 1 time, good 1 time, and so on. So we have this in a dictionary format. Now let's look how we can remove all the duplicates from given string in Python. So if we have to remove the duplicates from a string, so how we can do that? So for that we will import collections or we will import ordered dictionary from collections. So from this collections library or collections module, we will import our function ordered dictionary. So this will just order our dictionary or the unique values which we have. If you want in order, that's why we order that order dictionary from collections. Now let's define remove duplicate without order. So if you have to remove all the duplicates without any order of the string, then we will just use set and join it with without spaces. So we have dot join and we haven't given any space over here. Now set is an unordered collection data type that is iterable, mutable, and has no duplicate elements. So set has no duplicate elements. It is unordered. So for ordered, we have to use this order dict. In as you can see over here, we have used order dict dot from keys str. So this dot join method, it joins two adjacent elements in iterable with any symbol defined in double quotes and returns a single string. So this returns a single string, and str and set will just nullify all the duplicates from our string. And we have another function which says remove duplicates with order. So if you have to order all those, so we have to use this order dict from keys, this function, this whole function we have to use and pass in the string which we have, this str, and we will have the unique values in order. And let's print out without order and with order. Okay. See, now without order and with order we have printed. Now let's see what are maximum frequency character in string. So here, as you can see, the maximum frequency of E is greater. So E has 4 times occurrence, so E will be printed in this list or in this program. Now first of all, we have to initialize the string, then we have to print the original string. Then by using a simple method, we will find the maximum frequency character in our string. So we will have this dictionary over here. Then for I in test str, so we will iterate through each and every character of our string. Then we will check if our first character is in our frequency dictionary or not. So if it is, then just add 1, or else just assign the, what we can say, just assign this G or E as 1. So the next time it occurs, so this will be checked in all frequency, and if it is, then it will be just added or it will be increased by 1. So now in res we have max, so we will take max of all frequency, which will take all the max of all frequency, and key is equal to all frequency dot get. So the key will be all frequency dot get. So all frequency dot get is like we will have some function, or we will have, suppose we have E as the highest in our string, so this will take the key as that, and all frequency have the values like E has 4, then G is 2, then F is only once, then all frequency have that values in it because it is a dictionary. Then this res will just print the maximum of both of this and just will print this result, and over here we will get only E. So the maximum of all characters in Geek for Geeks is E. So now let's see how we can slice a string and rotate the string as well. So here we will slice the string and then use it to rotate it. So how we can do, let's see. So L first, so we have this function rotate, which has input of a string and D. So this D will tell us that how many characters we have to rotate our string with. So first of all, we have L first is equal to input, and we'll slice from 0 till the D. So this D will be, suppose it's 2. So from so the first two values we will have in L first. Then in L second we will have input, and we will have the other part of our string. So in L first we have the first two letters or characters, and in L second we have the other part of the string excluding the first two characters, and in R first we will have from 0 till length input. So from 0 till the length of the string minus the d or the parameter which we have to rotate the string. So if it is 2 and the length of our string is 10, then 10 minus 2 to 8 means we will have the first 8 of the characters in our string or in our R first. Then in R second we will have the other half of it, means if we have from 0 to 8 in our R first, then we will have from 9 to 10 or only 2 in the R second. So for left rotation we will just add L second and L first. So L second and L first when we add, then it is a left rotation, and when we add R second and R first, it is right rotation. Now let's see how it is. For that let's print, and I will tell you how this happens. So the length of our input, so the length of input is 13. So the left rotation is L second. So L second had D, so 2 till the end. So the second is from E. So from E we have till geeks. So we have EKS for geeks, and then in L first we had first two elements or first two characters, which is GE. Then EX for geeks and GE is added at the end because we have done L second plus L first concatenation. And then for right rotation we just take the last two, or here we have two, so we take the last two the last two characters and put it in the first. So we took the last two characters which were in R second, so we have this last two characters, and then the other part of the string we have in R first, so we just concatenate them and we have right rotation. So that's it from this program. Now let's look at the last program which we have. So this is program to accept the strings which contains all vowels. So if our string contains all vowels, then it will print yes or accepted, otherwise it will print not accepted. So if our string contains all vowels, the string will be accepted, otherwise it will be not accepted. Now let's write a code for this. So define check string. So this check is the name of a function, and string is our argument to that function. Then string is equal to string dot lower. So we will first of all we'll have the lowercase of our string. If we have any uppercase characters in our string, so we'll first lower them and check with the only lowercase vowels, so that we don't have to check for uppercase vowels as well. So here we have vowels is equal to set AEIOU. When we run this function, so we will have a dictionary, or we can call it as set. It's not dictionary, it's set. So this vowels will have a set of AEIOU, and then set function converts empty and dictionary into empty set. So see, here S is equal to, we have a set, S is a set, yes we have a set, but we have a dictionary into it. So we have a dictionary into an empty set. Now just loop through each character of the string. So we'll loop through the string or each and every character in the string, and we will just check if the character in the string is in vowels. If it is in vowels, then add it to char. So s dot char. So if the character is present in the vowels, or if the character in the string is present in the vowels set, then add the character in S. So S is a set with empty dictionary in it. So this will be in added in the dictionary, else we'll pass this. So we have used the set because the set will just remove all the duplicates, because we don't want any duplicates, because here down below we will check the length, and if the length is length of the S, so this length of this set is equal to the length of vowel set, then print accepted, because we have the vowels in it. If this has, suppose we have a occur two times and other vowels we have e, I, o, only a, and we don't have u, then it will print, it will have 5 if we don't use set. But if you use set, we will only have the unique values. And when we just check the length of the string or this s set and vowel set, so if they are equal, so print accepted, else print not accepted. So see, this is SEE in capitals. So first of all, this will convert it into lower, and then we will check with all the lowercase e, I, o, u's or lowercase vowels, and then we'll check for length s and length vowels equivalence, and then just print accepted or not accepted according to it. And now here we will just accept this string as an argument and pass it to the calling function, which is check. Then here we will have accepted because we have each and every vowel in our string. We have a, e, I, o, u, but suppose we don't have a or a into our string, we will have not accepted. So this is all from this video. So in this video we saw 10 programs on strings, and if you like the video, please press the thumbs up button, and if you have any doubts, put down in the comment section below and we'll get back to your doubts. Thank you.